26th January 2024, 11:47 hours Pacific Standard Time. This is my Peugeot Aluminium racing bicycle, which my parents bought for me as a birthday present back in the late 1980s, and they spent $550 US. I bring this up for a particular reason, which I will swing back to later on in the video. My girlfriend wanted to do a bike trip from San Francisco to Marin this weekend, and I said, great, I'll take the Rev 1 e-bike. And she said, no, that's not fair because I'm using a regular pedal bicycle. So why don't you get one of your Peugeots out of storage, bring it to a Cyclery, and get it roadworthy? And so on the 24th of January, 2024, I took out my Peugeot Aluminium racing bicycle and I brought it to Columbus Cyclery in San Francisco, California, the North Beach District. Ty and Richard did a pro tune-up on my Peugeot Aluminium racing bicycle, and they also changed out the tires and trued up the rims. For you U.S. Navy people out there, you'll get this reference, but the two captains and admiral were so unhappy and angry every time I sat on this OEM Concours racing seat. So I had Ty and Richard replace the OEM Concours racing seat with a more updated, modern day, more comfortable, padded racing seat. And believe me, the two captains and admiral are very happy. In addition, I had Ty and Richard change out the toe clip pedals. The original OEM toe clips that came with this Peugeot Aluminium racing bicycle were Shimano. So I had Ty and Richard replace the toe clips with mountain bike pedals, and they are so much better and more comfortable, and they grip my sneakers really well. So as they were doing their work on my Peugeot Aluminium racing bicycle, they gave me some history about it. According to Ty and Richard, Peugeot always used steel for their bicycle frames, but in the late 1980s, Peugeot wanted to try a different type of metal, and that metal was aluminium. Hence, in the late 1980s, Peugeot produced and distributed worldwide their first aluminium racing bicycle. Furthermore, Ty and Richard told me that the Peugeot Aluminium racing bicycle is limited, and that was because Peugeot had a recall on them. And I don't know the reason that Peugeot recalled them, but I never sent mine back to Peugeot. Instead, I stored mine. You see, I took mine out for a 60-mile race after my parents gave this to me as a birthday present. And that 60-mile race was located in Santa Rosa, California. And during that race, it was mainly up hills under the 85 to 95 degree sun. There's only two words to describe that event: no fun. I had such a miserable time at that race that after that race, I drove my Peugeot Aluminium racing bicycle back to San Francisco and I put it in storage. And it has been in storage from 1989 till the 24th of January, 2024, when my girlfriend asked me to pull it out of storage, bring it to Columbus Cyclery to get it roadworthy so we could do a bicycle trip from San Francisco to Marin County this weekend. Remember earlier in the video I mentioned that my parents spent $550 US to get this bicycle for me as a birthday present? Well, according to Ty and Richard, the estimated worth of my bicycle is around $2,000 US. So what's the reason behind the increased estimated market value of the Peugeot Aluminium racing bicycle? According to Ty and Richard, Peugeot back in the late 1980s executed a worldwide recall on their Peugeot Aluminium racing bicycle. And that worldwide recall took a lot of the Peugeot Aluminium racing bicycles off the roads and made it unavailable for consumers. So the ones that are out there are highly in demand. And like anything else, where there's a high demand and a low supply, the price goes up. So am I going to sell my Peugeot Aluminium racing bicycle? Nope. Instead, I am going to take it to Joe DiMaggio's and I'm going to learn all about its performance characteristics. While riding my Peugeot Aluminium racing bicycle out on Joe DiMaggio's playground, I gained a new appreciation and fondness for its performance characteristics. And this newfound fondness and appreciation for this piece of machinery overwhelms me because I did not have this fondness and appreciation back in 1989 when my parents gave this to me as a birthday present. So my objective is to work on this bicycle, is to ride it here at the park, practice, 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 understand its performance characteristics, so that way I could achieve my goal of manipulating this bicycle out on the roads without being a safety hazard to the vehicles, other bicyclists, and pedestrians around me. I am so glad I did not sell this bicycle, trash this bicycle, or gave it away, because it is such a pleasure and joy to ride. And I am really looking forward to having lots of wonderful experiences with my Peugeot Aluminium racing bicycle.